Hey, today I'm going to show you how to make a bass fly. Whenever you make your bass fly, you can use any colors that you want. And so I'm going to use green today. But before you get started, you have to get a hook and bend the barb. We bend the barb because if you catch a fish or if you get it stuck in your clothes or something, it's easy to take out instead of having to cut the hook in half. But whenever you put your hook in your clamper, you want it to be kind of straight right in the middle, like that. But whenever you start it, put it right here and wrap it 1, 2, then bring your thread back to the back of the hook and make sure it's even. If you need more thread, just pull it out. Then make sure whenever you do this, your thread is overlapping the thread that you did on the down the side of the hook. Okay, when you get about halfway, you can stop, then roll it back all the way to the beginning. Then when you're done with that, there should be some excess on it, and just snip off the excess. Okay, when you're done with that, you get to choose your colors, or you can make some eyes. I'm going to make some eyes to make it sing. You will want to get a long chain, and so if you want big beads, you can use big beads. If you want it to go near the bottom. The big beads are harder to cut, so I need pliers. Cut them like that, and 2 come off, and set your beads to the side. And when you grab your beads, put them about a half a centimeter away, then wrap it 1, 2, and they should flick. And just do a figure 8 on it. Okay, when you're done with that, you should have like a half a little inch right here. I've looked it up that bass like dull colors with like kind of a dullish, brightish color on the bottom. Some will use red on the bottom. And I'm going to use some sparklies on the top. So get about a decent amount, about right, this is good. Then cut it about right here. It should snip right through it. And you take what you have left, and you want to kind of do that with it and pinch it together. Then put it right on behind the eyes and put about 4 wraps. Then that should be on there like that. Then you should have some hanging down here. That's okay, because whenever you cut it off like that, but don't try and get your thread, because if you get your thread, you're gonna have to start over. Okay, on top of that, I'm gonna put a little bit of gray hair on it. So get about the same amount of gray hair as you did with the sparkle, and you should do that and fold it over like that and cut it. Then do that, and it should come to an even point, and let it hang over just over the eye. Then make sure you wrap it tight so the thread doesn't come off where all of your whole fly falls apart, and that would not be good. And so if you want to keep your thread down, just kind of overlap with your eyes and make sure like you get the like right here like that. Then whenever you're done with that, take your fly and flip it over like that so it's on the bottom, and your hook shank right here, low point, should be facing up. Then you want to take your red right here, and you want to get a little bit more than you did with the gray and stuff. Then whenever you do that, you cut about the same amount. That one's a little bit harder to cut. So you want to put that over to the side. And you want to see like that. And you want to keep that. And wrap 1, 2, right here like that. Then do about 3 more wraps. 1, 2, 3. Whoa. Make sure your fly doesn't fall out. Do 1, 2. Do about 2 more wraps. Then flip your excess over that you have right here and just wrap it like that. So you have like a little clean cut right here. And so whenever this goes in the water, the red part would be covering the hook stuff so it doesn't get caught. Then when you're done with that, if you want to see how there's a little bit of excess right here, you want to trim off the little excess hairs so it looks about even. Then when you're done with that, you have to come back to the front of the hook and wrap it a few more times. Then pull it pretty long. Then you take this, because it helps tie the little knots, and so put it right through the little thing right here where it's pointy. Right here. Then put it right here in the little indentation. Then when you do this, twist the bottom where it goes down, and grab right here where it intersects. Put it right here, slip the front one off and the bottom one off. Then if you want to do that, you can put that right there and pull it tight and kind of makes a knot. You want to put about 3 of those on there. If you don't have the thread tight enough, like the little hairs that you have on there, they'll start slipping out one by one. Okay, here's my last one. Put it around the shank and pull it tight. Whenever you finish with that, I like to keep this still connected, and you take your fly head cement. Then I have on this, like it should look like this, but when you take it off, this should come back like that. So you can kind of see right here where it blocks the shank of the hook. Then you want to tighten it like that. Then you want to take your fly head cement and unscrew it. And you want to take like a little long white stick, about dip it in there and like wipe off all the dripping excess. Then when you do this, like you want to put it like right on where the stuff meets right here, so it holds down when you cut it. Then when you're done with that, screw the lid back on, and this kind of went over here. Then you take your scissors and cut it right here, like you want to leave a little extras because it's going to kind of pull and adjust. Then on that, you let it sit for about 15-20 minutes. Then you're good. Then let it sit about overnight, so make sure all of it stays dry. Then you have this with the pointy, and if it kind of gets blocked up whenever you get done, just kind of wiggle it around and push it through there like that. Then like after you get done with that, you want to let it sit right here in your clamp for about 15 minutes, and then you're done. And I've also made these. This one for largemouth bass. For largemouth. And I made this one a few nights ago for smallmouth bass. Because they like the sparklies. See how my sparklies are hanging off right here? They're like green of the frog and purple on top. And that's basically it.